What is up, you guys? Are you just one of the fish in the sea? Well, today I'm going to be showing you guys some pretty cool stuff that I think you're going to find very helpful when it comes to growing your business. The first thing that I want to point out to you guys here is the directory. So, Mighty Process Server started out as a training program being able to help process servers for free. You can click on community over here. Come check out our community page and learn all about process serving. I mean, I have tons of courses in here. It's all free. All of our Zoom calls, there's we call it the Zoom Vault. It just highlights all the different things that we're doing inside the community. There's literally thousands of hours in there for you to be able to, probably hundreds, I don't know about thousands, hundreds of hours for you to be able to get in the community, request. I check you out, if you seem like you're a legitimate process server, I'll let you into the community. If there's not a lot of information, I'll let you hang out in here like Jennifer. Okay. But the idea here is inside the community is you can go learn how to grow your business. And one of the things that I just started is articles for the website. I realize there's a lot of people out there that do not understand blog writing and how to create SEO ranking pages. SEO is search engine optimization for those of you that are new to marketing. So if I click on read full article, it'll take me to the article that I just wrote. And that's what the topic of today's video is: marketing versus sales for process servers. What kind of sales does a process server even know or need to know how to do? If you're like most process servers, including myself, none. We don't sell. At the most, we'll go into attorneys' offices with business cards and maybe some candy. The most creative thing I heard is someone making a cake that has like a summons printed on the front, on the top of it, or the attorney's name or something like that. Well, that is great forms of marketing or sales prospecting that could potentially bring you business. And that is the archaic way of doing it. Nowadays, we have something called marketing. Marketing is a strategic process of attracting potential clients. Marketing traditionally is known as something that you do, whether online or in person or billboards or whatever it is, to get people to pick up the phone and call you. That includes Google Ads. That includes what we call Google Search. It includes the map pack when you put your a Google My Business listing. It includes all of that. And the idea is that you're just going to sit around and wait to get business. And you know what? That's okay. That's what a lot of people do. But if you're in a situation like a lot of people, you want to get more customers today. I like to call it force appreciation. You guys might know, those of you who know me well know I'm in real estate and I love multifamily apartment investing. One of the things you can do when you buy an apartment, let's say it's 10 units, 10 doors, right? 10 apartment units. You can actually do what's called force appreciation, where you fix it up, make it worth more. Well, it's not really worth more until you rent it out. And once you rent it out, you get more money per unit, which brings up the value of the business, of the apartment. And so that's essentially what you're doing when you want to increase the amount of customers you have, is you are force appreciating your business. You're saying, I want to reach out to customers and actually get more business. So marketing, I have a list here: brand awareness, lead generation, where you're actually like pulling leads from SEO, from your website or ads. Maybe you're networking at attorney events. Those are all forms of marketing. Content education, where you're just producing content on social media, blogs, videos, right? Where you're doing the long-term strategy, where it's like you're marketing, and you're doing more things like on Facebook, where you're helping people and you're creating a brand, essentially. As you can see, there's some businesses over here on the right-hand side. These are our featured listings. These guys pay a little bit more on the directory to be able to be posted on many pages throughout the website. So that's pretty cool. And so that's a form of marketing. These people, if you click on their listing, it's a form of marketing, right? Jeff here, he's got a featured listing. You can learn about him. You can go to his website. This little link right here is linked back to his website, which gives him what's called a backlink. And if Google deems that this website is valuable, then it will actually raise his rankings on Google. That's the idea, right? And so this is another form of marketing again. So, let me go back to my article. So I want to show you inside the article here. There's certain things about marketing that people just don't realize. The first and most important thing is to have a Google My Business listing and have your Google My Business tied to a website so that when people want to learn more than what Google My Business profile shows them, they can go to your website and see that you're a professional. They can see how they can order online. And then inside your website, there's an opportunity to rank higher on Google, on the page of Google, by updating your search engine optimization, which is like making sure to include what you do, where you do it, include city names, county names, things that are relative to that local area and or service that you're providing. Social media strategies definitely can help drive people back to your website as well for marketing. I think the idea here is understanding that your competitors are doing this stuff. If you're not, and they're gonna be getting the business that you could be getting. This is just true, right? It's a very competitive marketplace. So sales is a little bit different, like I said, and I actually, after going into real estate, realized that I never really sold. I never really did relationship building as a process serving owner. And I built a successful company. So I thought to myself, what if I did it differently? And this is where the basic training comes from. My basic training in the community, it's called the Be the Backup or the 10K challenge, where I said, you know what, if I could make $10,000 per month within 90 days, then I think anybody could do this. And I was able to do it in just 15 days. In only 2 weeks, I was able to build a company. I was able to bring in over $10,000 in gross receipts received on Stripe. Okay, and it just continued to grow and grow and grow. Locally, we continue to get lots of business from those same attorneys that I was able to get by simply calling and offering to be the backup. And that's my script. Okay, that's the one that I promote, the Be the Backup sales script. But you can do whatever version of sales you want. I'm just teaching you the difference between marketing, receiving calls, and then sales, which is actually prospecting and reaching out and building relationships, understanding how to handle objections. One of the number one objections that you hear with the Be the Backup script, or before I came up with the Be the Backup script, is I would call attorneys and they would say, they end up talking to paralegals, and I would mention to them, I'm a process server. What is the first thing you think that they said? I already have a process server, right? And so understanding the script is like, it removes that objection from their wheelhouse. Like it would be silly to say it after I say, I'm pretty sure you already have a process server, but I was curious if I could send over my rate sheet just in case you need a backup. That's the script. And when I say it that way, most people, I used to say 90%, about 80% will say yes. And when they do, you send them over you email over your rate sheet. And once they get the rate sheet, they can actually look and see how much you charge, and you give special rates to attorneys. They're more likely to hire you. Okay. So instead of pressuring someone to switch to you immediately, offer to be the backup option. When their usual provider drops the ball, you're always there. You're the first call they can make. And over time, you'll become the primary choice. So you want low pressure, but you're going to get high conversion amounts because it just makes sense for them to have a backup just in case. So the goal with marketing is to attract potential customers, whereas sales is actually convert those leads into paying customers of people who actually might use you. You can do a lot of marketing online, but you don't know who they are until they've actually called you, right? And you've collected that lead, the email address, the phone number, the name. Until you've done that, it doesn't move into sales. Once you have them as a lead, then you can start to look at them as a potential customer, and that's a sale. The strategy is like building long-term brand and visibility, like making sure that you're all over the place, everywhere, all the time. Using automation and virtual assistants, you're able to do this pretty easily. Cool. So websites, some of you know, we actually build websites. Our team, my design team at MightyWebsiteBuilder.com, we actually build websites for our community. You can actually get $100 off the setup fee, which is usually only $500, and you can get $100 off by putting a certain code that you get by joining the community on Skool. So I'll put a link below for that as well. And then, of course, to be the backup script, you can get all the resources to that inside the community. I've linked that here as well. All right. So let me know if you guys have any questions. The idea here is to give you the most resources possible to help you actually close the deal. Having an online order form attached to your website is really helpful, because when somebody comes along to order from you or to hire you, they're going to think to themselves, well, I haven't paid yet, or I wonder how much it is. They have all these questions. And so answering your phone and being able to actually answer those questions right away is going to help you get a lot of jobs that you otherwise wouldn't get. But having an online order form allows you to collect funds immediately, so that this customer actually becomes a customer instead of somebody just wasting your time. So I hope this is helpful. The difference between marketing and sales and process serving is pretty simple. There are other things you could do to follow up with people, which I teach inside the community. Just go to MightyProcessServer.com. That'll take you here, and then click on community, and that'll take you over there. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Comment below this Loom video. What could I have done better? What things would you like me to describe better? And I look forward to seeing you guys on a future video. Thank you so much. Take care. Be safe. And as always, live mighty.